So this is the short ribs and my brother is enjoying it. So tell me, how is it?
Oh my gosh. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's
So
really
that's
good.
going to just fall off the bone.
Yep.
And unfortunately, my sister-in-law, she doesn't meet, so she cannot talk about it. Look at it, how delicious it is.
Everything's melting.
Kusasangpo, hello, namaste and tashtile to everyone. Welcome back to my channel, friends. And friends, I am back in the kitchen today to share with you guys one of my absolute favorite and the most delicious way to cook short ribs. I will be making beef short ribs and it's going to be absolutely delicious. It will just come off the bone when this is done, and it will be so juicy, tender, you know, friends. It's going to be very delicious. So friends, I'm not going to do much with this one right now. The first step, what I will be doing is I will be just seasoning the short ribs with salt and black pepper and let it sit in the fridge, you know, for like 1 or 2 hours, and then I will start the cooking process after that. So first, let me season this with just crushed fresh ground, you know, black pepper and salt. Okay. And also friends, I know you must be wondering like why my short ribs are like really big. I mean, usually you have to cut it into like this. One piece might be like 3 pieces, but I just got it like this since I don't have a machine to cut it, so it's going to be hard for me to cut it. So anyways, it's going to taste the same, and one person can hardly finish one piece of this. So let's get cooking, friends. Okay. So friends, I have laid, everything like this. So what I'm going to do is first put crushed pepper, I like to put a lot of it. So it doesn't have to be like fine pepper. It can just be like coarse pepper is usually what I like. So a lot of black pepper. And then salt. You know, sprinkle salt. Okay, and try to dab it like this so the salt and the pepper sticks to it. Okay, so one side done, and I will continue to do this on all 4 sides. Okay, you just have to turn it like this. Okay, dab. And I'm going to let this rest for 1 or 2 hours, and then after that what I'm going to do is pan sear it. But before that I have to use a little bit of flour to use a little bit of coating, so all that steps. So for now this will stay in the fridge and I will see you later. Add some little bit of olive oil. And while that olive oil is getting heated and also the pan is getting hot, so we have to make our pan really hot for this one. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I have taken some rice flour. You can use any flour. I mean, a lot of people skip the flour part. I like to use it because it helps thicken the gravy at the end. Going to it's only going to fit like 3 of them right now to start off, and I'm going to brown all 4 sides. See how you get this color right here, and let me turn it. You see, this is how you have to like sear it and sear it until you get that color, and you have to do that on all sides, all 4 sides. So I'm going to be using the same pot first. So I have some chopped onions,
I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. This is black pepper. Not a lot because, I mean, I don't mind. I love the flavor of black pepper, spicy, anything that makes it spicy. I like it. But if you don't want it, because we have already seasoned it with black pepper and salt earlier. So I'm going to let this saute for like 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. So onion looks like this, slightly brown in color, and it's translucent. So I'm going to add the other ingredients. So other ingredients that I'll be using, I'm going to make this little bit not very spicy because I'm going to be adding other ones. So it will be like tangy and sweet and also very flavorful. So this is red chili. I have fresh red chili. This is from my garden. Garlic. I have whole garlic. I did not cut this one. I'm just going to use it like this. And chopped ginger, chopped garlic, and this is dill, fresh herb, and I'm using one of the star. I don't know, whatever you call it, like star something. So what I'm going to do is like add the chopped garlic and ginger, and I'm going to saute that with the onions. And the next, what I'm going to add is the star, whatever you call it. So I have 1.5 of that. I didn't want to add a lot of it. And then the chili pepper. So the next ingredients, what I'll be adding is, okay, ta-da! Sorry, the camera angle is not very good, but I'm adding pear. This is like sweet pear, peeled and chopped in bigger pieces. So I'm going to add pear. Okay, that's where the sweetness. So there's like 2 pears in here. That's where the sweetness is going to come from. All right, pause. And then the next thing what I'm going to use is also like sweet potato. Okay. So that's where the sweetness is going to come from. And saute this for like 2 minutes. And the next ingredient what I'm going to use is, usually I like to use fresh rosemary, but I did not have it and I didn't want to buy a lot. So this is rosemary, fresh. This is dried rosemary. So I'm adding a little bit of rosemary. I'm adding beef stock. This is beef stock. Actually, I had made it myself. It's not like the canned beef stock. So I usually make beef and chicken stock myself. And especially when winter is around the corner, I like to make fresh beef and chicken stock. The next ingredient is going to be some red wine. So I'm using Cabernet. You don't have to use expensive red wine. You can just use like the cheaper version of red wine. See, I added like more than half a bottle of wine, and see, and this is what it looks like, friends. I'm going to show it from close up. See, this is what it looks like, and now it's time to add the short ribs in it. I know this pot is like a little too small, but you know what, I'm going to make use of it, and when I finish it later, it's going to be I'm going to boil it here until the sauce is reduced,
And after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a pan and then bake it for almost like over 2 hours. I'm going to add a little more wine. Okay. And save a little bit for myself. So now, you know how I had this like garlic, that which I did not cut? Just put it on top of it. And also fresh dill. Just gonna put it on top. Cover this and let it simmer. Okay friends, this short ribs, it's ready to be, let me open it and show it to you guys. Yes. So let's turn it off. Just be careful friends, because it's really hot. So this is the time to actually taste your salt, you know, before you put it in the oven. Oh, it tastes so good already. Add a little more salt. And you have your oven for 350 degrees start. And cook time is going to be like 2.5 hours. So, but first let me put it for 2 hours. Okay. Start. But before we put this in the oven, we're going to cover this with aluminum foil. We're just going inside the oven, and I've already set it for 2 hours right now, and I will check after 2 hours. And there you go. So see you guys after 2 hours. Friends, yesterday I didn't get to do a full review of it. And this is the short ribs. Today is, and look at it friends, it's just going to fall off the bone, and I won't be finishing this whole thing, so I'm just going to take half. So just look at it friends, how easily it's coming off. And look at the gravy, how thick it has become. I'm going to take a little bit of the gravy, and I'm eating with rice, some emadasi. Of course we need emadasi. So that's it friends. So let me enjoy this. Eat with me. So this is tasting time, and look at my meat friends right here. I'm going to use my hands. Oh my gosh, look at this. Let me just taste this. Oh my gosh. Look at it. Wow. Super delicious. And friends, thank you for watching. I'm going to enjoy my short ribs, emadasi, and rice. Well, so this is the short ribs, and my brother is enjoying it. So tell me, how is it?
Oh my gosh. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's really
So that's
good.
going to just fall off the bone.
Yep.
And unfortunately, my sister-in-law, she doesn't meat, so she cannot
talk about it. Look at it, how delicious it is.
Everything's melting.
Shimula? And you know, he doesn't want to eat any other sides with it. He just wants the meat.
Yeah.
She's eating emadatsi, fried egg. Emadatsi actually from my garden. So, how is it?
Very yummy. Nice. Super delicious. This
Oh
is
my
simple vegetarian recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy.